I get home from work and it's time to read my 50 pages for the day of a book that I'm reading. But there's a problem. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's been a long day at work and I don't really feel like doing it. My brain's telling me that it's really uncomfortable, that it's like it'll be a little bit painful to even go and read. So with that, I listen to my brain and I pick up my phone and open up messages, open up Instagram, open up YouTube, open up all these apps. I close them all and then open them back up again the second after. And after not getting enough dopamine from that, I start scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on YouTube all day long for the next hour. I don't really realize it, but I'm stuck in a loop. I'm stuck in a trance. I forgot about my goals. I forgot about the task I was supposed to do for the day. And I just completely disregarded it and just listened to my brain just because it felt a little bit uncomfortable. I know in my heart that I should be reading, but deep down in my brain, it's like, it's not letting me. Something's holding me back from doing that. A couple hours later, the sun is down all of a sudden and it's nighttime. I've wasted 2 hours of my day just scrolling on my phone doing absolutely nothing. I've already wasted so much time scrolling that I look at my tasks, I look at my goals that I'm supposed to do and achieve. They almost seem impossible to achieve because my brain is fried. I've just been on my phone for 2 hours. I feel disappointed in myself. No wonder I didn't get anything done. Where did my ambition go? Where did my fire that was inside of me go? What you don't realize is that all that fire, all that ambition, all your dreams, your goals are buried under all that cheap dopamine, like your doubts, your worries, those bad habits, those easy tasks that are so easy to do. So what even happened? What happened was that my dopamine was all fried. After 2 hours of scrolling on my phone and all of a sudden being disappointed with myself, wasting the day, no wonder I don't want to do anything else. The definition of willpower is resisting something that you want to do or that is desirable. What I did was I didn't have enough willpower because I was tired after work and I fell victim to my phone, the cheap dopamine, those types of things that you fall victim to that you waste your time. These social media apps, they intentionally want you to stay on the app. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck how long you stay on there. They don't care what you watch. They don't give a fuck. They just want you to stay on there and scroll all day long. Just so you're like a little fucking monkey, like spazzing on your phone. How to overcome this? What you really need to recognize is that you can and you will overcome this. That in a few moments, in a few days, maybe in a few hours, that it will go away. That your lost ambition, your lost desires, your lost to do anything. This is the bottom, right? There's the only way from here is to go up. So your dopamine is pretty much fried, and in order to reverse that is to abstain from these cheap dopamine habits. Like a cheap dopamine habit would be like something that is so pleasurable that you have instant access to it. You didn't do anything for it. You didn't struggle for it. You didn't do shit for it. Like for example, just scrolling on your phone, it's just cheap dopamine right there. Or just eating something full of sugar, or playing your video games, or watching porn. Like all these things are just cheap dopamine. Like you can get it instantly. You have easy access to it. The opposite of this would be to do more difficult things, like a cold shower, or a hard gym workout, or going to meditate. Here, what I want you to do, because I tested this out before, is try to go scroll on your phone for like 30 minutes to an hour or whatever, and then go try to meditate for 10 minutes. I guarantee you it won't go well at all. It will be like this, you'll be like sitting there trying to meditate and you're just like fucking like irritated that you don't even want to be there. You don't even want to be sat down with yourself because your brain's all like mixed up and mushy inside. Fucking smooth brain, you know what I mean? A way to recognize your urges and your impulses and these things that kind of take over is like, I like to give like an analogy of like a splinter in the brain. For example, when I went to go try to read, there was a splinter in my brain. I was like telling me like, like I don't want to fucking do this, and it was in my brain. It was irritating me, and the only way to release that was either to run with it or just stop doing what I'm doing. And I just stopped doing what I'm doing. How to stick with it is to recognize that it is painful. And it won't be painful for long. If you keep sticking with it for a couple more minutes, maybe 10 more minutes, 5 more minutes, you'll get into a flow, right? So next time that you are going up against a difficult task, or you're going up against a difficult thing, or a problem, or anything, just remember that that urge, that pain that you're feeling is a good thing. That's growth right there. That's resistance. You want to push that back in order to grow. To increase your awareness of these urges and these impulses is to just keep in mind. I'd say just go and meditate. I preach meditation all the time, right? Go and meditate, and if you meditate for 10 minutes for a couple of days, even a week or two, you'll see results. You'll be more aware of what your brain does and how it reacts to certain things. See, that splinter in the brain, if you stick with that hard task, it will get bigger and bigger and bigger, that splinter in your brain. Like, you'll get more and more irritated, but all of a sudden it disappears. It goes away. It kind of sucks all the time that your brain just literally just wants to make you a fucking loser. Your brain automatically like latches onto and clings onto like the most comfortable things about you. Like, your brain, anything outside of its comfort zone, it will do anything it can to stop you from getting outside your comfort zone. And this is why a lot of humans, they stay in this little shell, they stay in their little fucking hole all their lives, because they fall victim to their own brain, their own mind. This is what the whole idea of just conquering yourself, conquering your mind comes from. Preventing it in the future is the next thing I'm gonna go into, is to recognize, like I said, the urges, the impulses, what makes you tick, what makes you snap, what type of things can you do to like get away from activating those urges and those impulses. Now understand that when you have like bad mental health, like, you're more susceptible to falling victim to bad habits. Like, if you're already on a streak of bad habits, like you watch porn, you played video games that day, like, you're more likely to not get any work done. You're more likely to fall victim to another bad habit, just because it's like a domino effect with bad habits. But you just gotta recognize that. The only way to stop that is to be aware of it. Last thing I wanna mention in this video is that when you feel the pain, when you feel the resistance, and you don't feel your ambition no more, that really just means that your dopamine's really just fucked up. Because what is dopamine? Dopamine means that it's like the wanting, it's like the drive right there. That's what dopamine pretty much represents. And so when you don't feel your ambition, you don't feel your purpose anymore, it's probably because you're falling victim to the bad habits. You're falling victim to cheap dopamine. Because what is there to live for? What is there to strive for when you already are settled and satisfied? Overall, just have more awareness and be more aware. I suggest eating right and meditating every single day, and even exercising like really hard. Just do more difficult things. Cold showers, I've been doing them recently actually, and every time I get out of the cold shower, I just feel better. Like today I didn't take a cold shower, and it's just like there's like a difference between taking a cold shower that day and not taking a cold shower that day. Like, when I take a cold shower, I'm primed and ready. I'm ready to just go out there and get it. But when I don't take a cold shower, it's like I'm like this like sloth. I'm lethargic. I don't feel my true self. So maybe you can go take a cold shower. You can go test it out. But when you don't feel your ambition, when you don't feel purposeful, then that really just means that it's under all that cheap dopamine. It's buried under all the rubble, all the doubt, all the worry, all the anxiety. That's where your true ambition, your true desires lie. So with that, go and continue your journey, and don't forget to keep moving forward.